going on, everybody? Happy Sunday to you. I want to talk to you a little bit. First of all, I got to say, man, I am a huge DeWalt fan. Love DeWalt. A lot of my stuff are DeWalt, but I do own a few other brands. One is definitely a Ridgid. It started with the Ridgid with the vacuums and stuff like that. And the only reason I went farther into their cordless was honestly because DeWalt didn't come out with anything yet, and I had to have something that I could use. And I came across this light. I'd seen this light several times in the home center at Home Depot. And it wasn't until I was doing a painting job for a realtor. There was absolutely no power in the house, so it was so hard to see. And I kept on mentioning this light and how I needed to get it, but I never would get it. I'd use other sources of light that really didn't work. And then a buddy of mine who used to work with us went out and bought this. And so I used it. And I gotta tell you guys, man, this thing's bright. I mean, you can almost, I think like 2,500 luminous, and you know, you can control the light, you know, the brightness and everything of it. And you know, of course, I upgraded to a 4 amp hour battery. It just lasts a lot longer. And I use this thing all the time. I absolutely love it. And even now, almost a year later, I still let my friend, my buddy, who bought this for me, know how much I appreciate it. And at first, I really didn't want it. I'll be honest, I didn't want it. I'm like, man, it's Ridgid. I gotta buy new batteries, gotta get chargers, gotta get all this and that. Now, of course, when he bought this for me, he bought me the light, a charger, and a battery. But man, the more I use it, the more I fell in love with it. So, you know, I use it all the time, keep it on my truck. But I was at Home Depot the other day, and I've been looking for another light. Like I said, I've got several DeWalt tools that I've slowly weaved out on my 18 volt, moved to 20 volt. And in doing so, I was wanting to upgrade the DeWalt's fluorescent lantern that they had with an 18 volt. But all they carried is that new flimsy top. I mean, it's not a fixed lantern. It's an adjustable one. And a friend of mine had one that I saw the other day, and that thing was just too flimsy. You can just kind of barely shake your hand and the whole thing flops around. So I didn't really want that. I didn't want it. So when I was in the Home Depot, I came across another light. It's this one right here. I saw it, and this little guy right here, 1,200 luminous. So let's check this thing out. I debated for a little bit whether or not to get it, but I do a lot of plumbing. I do a lot of toilet repair underneath vanities and sink cabinets, plumbing repairs. And as we all know, it's so hard to see in there. Sometimes it's just extremely, extremely dark. So the lantern, I keep pointing out here because my truck's out there, and I look over there and I see my truck. The DeWalt lantern works great. My thing is I don't carry the 18 volt batteries a lot in my truck. I have more of the 20 volt batteries in my truck. Being that I not only have this Ridgid light, but also have a Ridgid fan that requires batteries, I have about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ridgid 20 volt batteries on me. I've got almost about 10 DeWalt batteries, the 20 volts, and honestly, 2 or sometimes 1 18 volt DeWalt battery, and that's normally hooked up to my vacuum. and I use the vacuum quite a bit, another phenomenal tool. However, when it comes time for me to use that light or need that light, and I steal that battery from the vacuum, it's dead. And me and my son were doing a job the other day, and that daggone light died on me. So I needed something. So I saw this. Haven't really noticed it before. And but I saw this, and it's almost like its older brother. It's pretty neat, you know. Small. Keep in mind this thing is 1200 lumens, so it's going to light something up. That's pretty darn bright. You can still tone it down. You know, it's a great tool. I've tested it at nights. I do love this. However, this thing's kind of heavy. It's big. It's bulky. So to put something like this into a small area, it'll just consume a lot of space and just be too cumbersome. However, this will work just fine. And one key feature that I saw on this that I really, really enjoyed was this feature. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this. It's literally, you get rid of this big old bulky thing and you go for this. This right here, I can turn on. I can put it underneath the toilet tank, underneath the vanity. Tons of light. Now I can't see anything. Absolutely tons of light. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, man, that this is pretty nice. I wish, like I said, I hate having too many different brands of tools because there's several upkeeps. So many batteries to keep up with. But because the DeWalt, and that's the only reason I bought that Ridgid fan, is because the DeWalt didn't come out with a fan yet. So like I said, I'm a huge DeWalt fan. But you guys got to start doing some stuff, because other brands like this Ridgid, this one here, and the fan, they're phenomenal. And I just don't see that in DeWalt as far as lighting is concerned. Granted, and here's something else that's worth probably noting. The original 18 volt lantern, I did put one of those 18 to 20 volt converter packs in and did a 20 volt, but in doing that, the light kind of blinks. It's not a constant light. It's just a flicker. It's a constant flicker. Not a fast flicker, but enough flickering to to drive me nuts. I just can't handle that. So anyway, this is the Ridgid. It is, what do you call it, the 18 volt flood light. I'm super excited to use it. You know, like I said, it kind of snaps right on in here. So I could, you know, it's got the little part here so you can put it on the tripod along with this. Both phenomenal. This I think is going to do great, so I can just throw it in my plumbing bag. You know, just pop this thing off, throw it in my plumbing bag, and take care of some plumbing issues. But there you go. Check it out, man. Next time you're at the home center. It's about 69 bucks. All right? You can probably get it cheaper somewhere else, but who knows?